As today is Hobbit Day, I want to take a look at Frodo's journey and ask this question. Did Frodo really fail the quest to destroy the One Ring? And I love to dive deep into this question, just as I have done with the mystery of Tom Bombadil and the origins of the orcs. And today we're going to take a look at Frodo's journey. First of all, we're going to briefly cover Frodo's quest to destroy the One Ring. Next up, we'll examine the main themes of the story, and we're going to take a look what Gollum's role has to play in all of this. And finally, we will answer this exact question. So let's go, and we'll start this journey with a brief cover of the quest of the ring. On Bilbo's 111th birthday party on September 22nd in the year 3001, Frodo received, among many other things, Bilbo's ring, which Gandalf later finds out is actually the One Ring forged into the fires of Aradruin deep within Mordor. After Gandalf didn't show up, Frodo went alone with Merry, Pippin and Sam to go to Rivendell, and there the fate of the ring will be decided. Everyone who entered the council told their tale. They all concluded, except for Boromir, that the ring must be destroyed. This was the only way. And Frodo decided to be the one who would destroy the One Ring, because he wanted to save the Shire. If the ring wasn't destroyed, then the Shire would be doomed, just like the rest of Middle-earth. So Frodo and 8 others started this journey to go to Mordor, and all of them except for Frodo weren't bound to the quest to destroy the One Ring. They could have gone as far as they wanted to go. Let's skip forward a little bit to the moment that Frodo stands at the cracks of doom with the ring in his hand. I have come, but I do not choose now to do what I came to do. I will not do this deed. The ring is mine. So Frodo puts on the One Ring and vanishes, and at that moment Gollum appears and attacks Frodo, bites off his finger, and then once again, after so long being separated from his precious, they are both reunited, Gollum and the One Ring. And Gollum is so happy and he dances and dances and dances, and suddenly he falls off a cliff right into the fires, and both Gollum and the One Ring are no more. The ring is destroyed, Sauron defeated, and the quest completed. But Frodo didn't really destroy the One Ring. It was actually thanks to Gollum that the ring got destroyed. And that moment brought me back to when Frodo and Gandalf were talking about Bilbo and his encounter with Gollum. It is pity that Bilbo didn't kill Gollum when he had the chance. Pity? It is pity that stayed Bilbo's hand. Many that live deserve death. Some that die deserve life. Can you give it to them, Frodo? Do not be eager to deal out death in judgment. Even the very wise cannot see all ends. My heart tells me that Gollum has some part to play in it, for good or evil, before this is over. The pity of Bilbo may rule the fate of many. And indeed, Bilbo's pity towards Gollum did rule the fate of many. If Bilbo didn't have pity back then and actually killed Gollum, then the ring could never be destroyed. Pity is one of the main themes that we see coming back time and time again through the story of the Lord of the Rings. When Frodo and Sam first encountered Gollum at the Emyn Wheel, Frodo felt pity towards Gollum. That was the reason that Gollum back then was kept alive. At that moment, Frodo had been a ring bearer all along, and he knew what Gollum was going through. The same pity does Sam feel towards Gollum when they meet again at the entrance of Mount Doom. Hot in wrath and the memory of evil, it would be just to slay this treacherous, murderous creature. Just, and many times deserved, and also it seemed the only safe thing to do. But deep in his heart there was something that restrained him. He could not strike this thing lying in the dust, forlorn, ruinous, utterly wretched. He himself, though only for a little while, had borne the ring, and now dimly he guessed the agony of Gollum's shriveled mind and body. Enslaved to that ring, unable to find peace or relief ever in life again. At first, Sam did not understand his master, why he would feel pity towards him, why he wouldn't kill that treacherous creature. But now he understands because, although not for a long time as is stated in the text, he did feel pity towards him because he understands what Gollum was going through. Because of the pity that Bilbo, Frodo and at the end Sam felt towards Gollum, the quest could be completed and the ring destroyed. So in a way, it was also thanks to Frodo that the quest got completed, because if he didn't feel pity at the Emyn Wheel, then they would have never succeeded on the quest. But to answer this exact question, did Frodo fail his quest? Well, actually he did. He did fail his quest because at the end he claimed the ring for his own. When Tolkien wrote The Lord of the Rings, he had always had in mind that Frodo could not destroy the One Ring on his own. Nobody could. Frodo resisted the temptation of the One Ring long enough. But there, at the cracks of doom, where the power of the ring was at its peak, he was spent and could do no more. Frodo was the best choice to be a ring bearer. If you would send someone stronger, then they would have fell for the temptation of the One Ring. And if you would send someone weaker, then they would have never gone that far. Frodo was the right man, or in this case Hobbit, for the job. But he did fail at the end, although it was meant to be, as Tolkien himself has stated in letter 191. No, Frodo failed. It is possible that once the ring was destroyed, he had little recollection of the last scene. But one must face the fact: the power of evil in the world is not finally resistible by incarnate creatures, however good, and the writer of the story is not one of us. Frodo did indeed fail at the end, but it was his pity towards Gollum that the quest could succeed. But what Frodo didn't fail at was subscribing to the Table of Durin, because he didn't want to miss out on any great Middle-earth content, so subscribe for more videos just like this one. Thank you for celebrating Hobbit Day today with me. And if you just can't have enough of any Hobbit related videos, then here is an entire playlist where YouTube creators have put on their Hobbit themed video. So enjoy these videos and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.